Alright guys, so before we hop into this video, I just want to wrap up some of the other episodes that we just finished up this week. We're picking up the 2008 9.5. The hood is now working properly. I can explain in a minute exactly what happened, but we got the hood working. When I slammed it down, one of the pins went crooked on us when it went into the hole, and that's why it got stuck. So they went in there, they adjusted it, they got it free, and the reason why that happened was because I adjusted them down, and that shouldn't have been the case. The other thing is the crank, the pulley for the air conditioning compressor on the 2003 convertible that we just pulled that off. They pressed in the bearing for me and took care of that. So now we have a fresh bearing in there, ready to go, and our hood properly working on our Saab here. So we are good on those two projects. We're gonna get this engine light taken care of on the bypass valve on the Saab, and then we'll go ahead and drive this thing down to Florida, and should be good to go, guys. So there's an update from the previous two episodes. In the next episode, we're gonna be reviewing, we're gonna put that crank pulley back onto the AC compressor, assemble everything, and detail that car, and it should be good to go. And that's that. So enjoy this episode, guys. And special thanks to Romeo's Automotive here in Denville, New Jersey. These guys are awesome. They're honest. They're good workers. They do good work. So I've always used them as well for some car stuff. So if you're in the area, be sure to check them out and use them. The owner is Lorenzo. They got an awesome team of people there, so check out Romeo's Automotive, Denville, New Jersey, if you guys are in this area and need a good shop. The last thing we need to do before we hop into this video is put that grill back on the front. So here we go, we're gonna pop the hood. Bam! Just popped. Guys, that's it. That's a wrap. Got the grill in. All of that was so we can replace this 30, 40, 50, whatever this costs, this bypass valve, which takes 1, 2, 3 minutes to do. Crazy. All of that for that. Enjoy this video, guys. We're gonna get into fixing the hydraulic line on my 2002 Saab 9.3 convertible. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kyle Pancis. If it's your first time tuning in, please be sure to smash that subscribe button. Today in this episode, I'm going to be doing a not so in-depth video, because I've done a couple in-depth videos on replacing the hydraulic lines on your Saab convertibles, so I'll link those videos above. But in today's video, we are going to replace the passenger side hydraulic line that went bad on this one of these lifters here, one of these cylinders. I forget which one it's called, and I don't really care, but in the interim we have a brand new line right here. So I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna get into this, rip it open. I don't think I need to take apart the interior, which is a plus. I think all we have to do is take apart the trunk area and get the wire, get the hydraulic lines exposed, pop in the new one, and should be off and running to the races. So let's go ahead and hop into it. Stay tuned. So guys, in the last episode, we were working on a 2003 Saab 9.3 convertible. We pulled the pulley off of the AC compressor to replace the bearing. So be sure to check out that video. It's just a quick tutorial on how to get in there and do it. It's pretty simple, actually. So be sure to check that video out. In the interim, I'm gonna put you guys on a time lapse. I'm gonna take apart this interior, get that hydraulic pump exposed, and all of the lines will be there, and then we'll just go ahead, feed in the new line and tighten it up. It's a 14mm wrench on the end of it, pretty straightforward, and then we'll fill it up with hydraulic fluid and she'll be off and running. So let's do it. All right, so I'm sure a lot of you are just asking some questions, so I'll review it real quick. I'm releasing this inner bag here because when you pull this bag up, you can see right here all of the hydraulic lines right where my finger is. So I'm going to go ahead and just continue to remove this over here. It's got one more little clip, and try to push this up over inside the car to get all of this exposed. Okay, and then what I can do on the inside is push the rest of that bag up so I can completely expose the pump. So I'm going to go ahead next. Now, before I do more, actually, I just remembered, I'm going to go and push the seat down and get the pump inside opened up too. All right, boys, so quick update. We got this bag and interior from the trunk, right, all pushed up, and we have the lines exposed here. I also freed up the busted one, so I'm gonna just kind of trace that back now to the pump, which I also loosened up, so that can just, actually I'll try to do it live with you on the camera here. Just kind of lift this up and it kind of hangs down. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just cut up the old wire, cut out the old wire, and then feed the new one in, and then just zip tie it to the outside. I'm not gonna cut up the old wrap that's there from the factory. I'm just gonna leave it in place and just add to it on the outside. These little zip ties, see that? Ties everything nicely. So there it is. Boom. Step one. Keep on rolling. All right, I'm not too sure how much the camera picked up there, but you saw me in the trunk relining the new hydraulic line, and I have it all in place and it's right where it needs to be. I just need to get it to thread properly on the cylinder, and then we'll fill up the hydraulic fluid and get this thing rocking and rolling. So that's an update for you guys. All right, so in good fashion, we ran out of some power steering fluid. CH11 is what you use for the hydraulic lines, and I just ran out to fill it up. I don't know if I put it on camera, but I did. Where did the keys go? Where are the keys? All right, so as I was saying, I finished up putting the entire trunk and interior back together there. So now we're just gonna run the pump here. So let me just wrap up some of this. Gotta still cycle the fluid. Alright, so I'm just gonna finish up some of these trim pieces here, and we should be good. It's getting better and better each cycle here, as you guys can see. See how it's got this fluids in the line, so now it's not running free like it was. I'm gonna leave it just there, because the last thing I gotta do is put this back together here, and that trim that goes along the window here, and then put the interior back. Alright boys, gonna give her, got the whole car cleaned up, put the roof up now for the final time, and we'll call that a wrap. Next video on this car, we're going to be pulling off the driver's side axle and putting in a new new cup and new CV. I think they're called CV joints, right? CV joint. Still gotta get that air out. But yeah, that's a wrap on this. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you guys next video. What's up, Case? Thanks for watching, guys.